So thank you guys so much for coming out. It's awesome, beautiful theater. I didn't know people knew me in Paris, but people know me in Paris. So this is awesome. Thank you. Very cool. So much. Oh my God. It's a beautiful city. I've been here once before in 2017. That was for vacation. This is my second time here. I think it's a great city. It's a beautiful city. It's a city people warn you about before you go. You know, it's the only city I've been to where people are like, hey, they're gonna be rude. All right. No other city have I gone to, and they've given you a warning. And there's other cities I've been to where I'm like, could have used a warning. All right. And so I remember when I came in 2017, I was like so ready for someone to be rude. I was just walking around like this, like I was gonna have a comeback ready, like, oh, your mother, you know, like. And then it just never happened. Like no one was ever rude, and I think I realized it's because I smile a lot. And I think people aren't rude to you if you just come in and you look dumb and you smile. People just feel the need to help you. And I think I should have like a YouTube tutorial video to help travelers. Like, hey, is it your first time traveling? Work on this. People aren't rude to that. Like in any country you go to, if you couldn't see, it doesn't matter if you can't say hello in their language. You just come in and go, ah. People are jumping over the counter to help you. All right. I remember the first time I came, we were here for a couple days, and we had to take the train to London. We took the train to London, and I didn't know how to get there. And you just smile. You just smile and act dumb. That's all you got to do. I'm here to take the choo-choo. They will come help you. They're like, where are you headed, sir? I'm headed to London town. And they're like, right this way, monsieur, or whatever. And that's what, I don't know. I think everyone's nice. You just have to smile first. That's all. If you come in like, hey, people are like, what's wrong? And you're like, I don't know. Just waiting for you to be mean. I think. You guys are all good looking people. Everyone has like an attitude, like a beautiful attitude. You guys have like strong faces and a little bit of But then you talk to someone and there's smiles and friendly, but before you get to the smile and friendly, there's a little bit of just a little bit of, I've seen this before. Oh, this again? You know? So before we came, my wife and I were talking about ménage à trois, because it's a famous French thing. And the first time I heard ménage à trois, I just pictured it being two people making love, and then a third person off to the side going, they're doing it wrong. That's how I pictured it. Just a little wine and a cigarette, that's not how it's done. But I love it. There's so much art and good stuff. A lot of. I've never seen a town with so many stores for glasses. I don't know if you guys have picked up on it. There's more. It's easier to find glasses than it is coffee. Like there's a lot of places to get coffee, but this is like a blind person's haven. Everyone has awful eyesight in Paris. Every place is like, just, hey, you need some frames? And you're like, really? I'm looking for a pharmacy. Like, they're around. But if you're looking for some trendy frames, you know. What is up, Berlin? We're here. Friday night. Or Saturday. Did I say Friday? I don't know what day it is. Is it Friday or Saturday? I've been on the road for 14 days. I don't know what day it is. I barely know what time it is where I'm from. But thank you so much for coming here to this beautiful palace of comedy. Oh my goodness, it's a little much. When I walked in here, I'm like, this isn't what it should have been. Did you build this to be a comedy club? And they're like, no, this is where they used to do Magic Mike. And I was like, oh, that makes a lot more sense. They need all this. They would dance down the steps, do a little, you know? A lot of balls and wieners. Magic Mike, everybody, coming on down. Not this. It's going to stay right here. Everything's staying on unless it gets too hot. I'll take off my new shirt. Yeah, I just bought this. I was in Paris, and have you ever been to Paris and then you're like, I have no style? I liked my clothes, and then I went to Paris and walked around, and I'm like, I'm dressed like garbage. And so I went into a store and I bought this shirt with a lot of pockets. It's got I don't know if I pull it off, but it definitely helped me walk around Paris. Yeah? Look at all these pockets. I'm very negative about myself, so I was like, I felt good yesterday in this because I was in Paris, but I was in the hotel looking at the mirror, and I'm like, I don't know, you know. This jacket looks like my wife just left me for a woman. That's what this jacket makes me feel. Like, it's not a bad breakup either. Like, now I'm friends with both of them, you know? And I come over, I'm like, hi, Jackie, how's Emma? And Jackie's like, she's fine, don't sit there. That's where I sit. And I'm like, I get it. My jacket has too many pockets. I just feel like a kangaroo. Thank you for laughing at that. I didn't know how that was gonna go. It's this brand too. I don't know what it's Fagoo. Is that correct? You guys know this brand? FAGUO. And I was like, man, I've grown so much since a middle schooler. Because when I was 12, I wouldn't have bought this. Just so I don't get heckled by my fellow classmates, you know? But now I'm a 38-year-old man. I pay taxes. Give me that damn shirt. But it's very nice to be here. It's a rough day. We lost Chuck Norris. I don't know if you guys saw that. It's a rough day for, I know. I'm so sorry if you're finding out about this right now. I don't think I'm the right person to let you know that karate legend Chuck Norris has passed away. He was 80-something. I didn't know he made it that long. That guy's a hero, man. I don't know what you guys think. I don't know if he's just an American hero or a worldwide icon, but he taught us all that you can kick in jeans. Like, I can't even go up too many steps. I can't skip a step with jeans. Like, I don't have enough. And this guy was, and his leg would be up here. And that's impressive. And he wore him normal. He kept him at his waist. Like Van Damme could kick like that, but he had his pants to his nipples. Remember that? Van Damme would have his blue jeans up to here, like mom jeans, and he'd come in with his elbows up and you're gonna come, but Norris would have regular jeans on his waist, just kicking people. Oh, sorry. All right, he's more of an American hero. I understand. I get it. You guys are more. Schwarzenegger's not. Is he your guy? No, that's another country. Austria. I apologize. All right, I don't. You have to understand, I'm from very far away, and we don't learn about other people. I don't mean that as a rude thing, like you're not worth being learned about. I just mean like we don't have good schools where I live, and they give us the globe, but we only work on our part, you know? That's all we learned. 12 years of public school, you know what I learned? We're number one. That's all I've learned. You're number one. You're number one. I remember one time I was like, what about these other countries? They're like, they are not number one. You are number one. So, I don't know how much longer that's going to go. It feels a little... it's fun. We're getting a little dictator over there. I know you guys don't know what that's like, but ours is very colorful. Man, he bruises easily. He has a lot of weird marks. Everyone's like, I love when they focus on the least important thing about him. He just keeps taking over countries and starting wars with others, and then they're like, did you see his bruise on the back of his neck? And you're like, that's like the 80th thing that we're gonna work on, all right? Who cares about the bruise on his neck? What are we gonna do tomorrow? It's crazy. I don't know if you saw that. He's trying to get all the other countries to help him, to help us. I should say us. I'm part of it. As you can tell, I'm there. He's trying to, and none of the other countries are helping. They're like, what? You didn't even tell us you were gonna. You know what that's like? That's like a friend asking you to help them move the day of the move. And you're like, why didn't you tell me a week ago? They're like, it's a surprise move.
I owe a lot of back rent. I gotta get the hell out of here. I need your truck now. And you're like, you didn't even give me a warning. I actually feel bad for him, because it feels like my friendships in childhood. You ever had that when you were a kid and hanging out with your friends? You're like, let's go to my house. Come on, fellas. And then you get home and then you're alone. That's kind of what happened. Come help me with the war in the Strait of Hormuz. And then you get over there and just you. I know, it's hard to laugh about because it feels very near. I don't know. It's fun. We're trying. I apologize. But yeah, rough. I've had a rough trip. I found out yesterday my wife used to date a model. Did anyone know that? Yeah. Woo for who? All right. I didn't know that. I don't know how it came up, but my wife was like, "Yeah, I used to date a model." I go, "Show him to me. I need to see him now." And then I saw him. And I'm like, "Damn it, he's beautiful." And then I was all angry the rest of the day. She's like, "What's wrong with you?" And I'm like, "He's better looking than me." And she's like, "But you have a bigger heart and you're a better person." I'm like, "You admit it! Just lie to me." And then when I said that, she's like, "He's a model!" And I'm like, "Stop being honest. Lie a little." I hope he does. How dare he be better looking? And then I tried to think of it positively. I'm like, well, I guess that means I'm funnier than he is good looking. Still didn't make me feel better. I'm like, I just want to be good looking. And she's like, but you have so many other, you're a good person. He wasn't a good person. I'm like, I don't want to be a good person. I just want to be good looking, you know? I just want to have one of those sharp faces. You know those people with just sharp faces? You just come in and people, they gasp when they see you. People see me, all right. That's why I do this. It's more of a natural movement, but...
I love that he said that. We'll give him a good Hungarian welcome, which means a not Hungarian welcome. I didn't know what that meant until I showed up yesterday. Like, 'cause I'm from here. I was born here, and then we moved when I was 4, and I have like a bubbly mom. Like, she's Eastern European. She'll say some dark stuff, but she'll like, everything's gonna be all right. And then I'm like, oh, that's what Hungarians are like. And then I showed up, I'm like, oh, you guys, it just, like, you guys are very friendly and nice, but not in the beginning. You know? It's like, you know how a car warms up and you turn on the heater and you're like, it's just cold air coming out of there. It's like, oh, I'll give it 5 minutes, they'll come around. It's been very nice. It's a beautiful city. Everyone it just feels like there's a grayness, you know, just kind of like, we know what's coming. You know what I mean? No, not so much. That's fine. It's very exciting to be back. I landed yesterday, came from the airport. Apparently you guys have an election coming up, I could tell. Just a lot of posters everywhere. I didn't know a single word that was said. Just a lot of faces like... I don't know a single word that was said, but apparently Vladimir Zelensky's running for office out here. Using a bunch of posters. As an American, I don't pay attention to world news that much, but I was like, man, I could have swore that guy was from Ukraine. But maybe in Europe, it's just a kind of mixture of everybody, you know. Who knows? It's fun. It's fun. Walked around today. I don't know if this is a good trait that I have, but I match whatever face someone gives me. Do you guys do that? Like if someone comes up to you and they go, hey, I go, oh, yeah. And if someone comes up, I go, oh, yeah, what is it? And we went to the mall. We went into one of the stores, and there was a lady that had a lot of plastic face work done. So she had, I don't know, they took part of her eyebrow and just tried to put it into her hairline. And we walked by each other, and we made eyes, and I just went, and as soon as I did it, I'm like, don't do that. That's horrible. Don't ever do that. Just keep your regular face. But it's hard, you know. But it was so cool. We did the show last night. I had a family friend came by and gave me all these photos from my childhood that I haven't seen ever. I was a baby, and they are so 1980s Budapest. It's like it was me as a baby with like two other babies, and there was a guy right here just lighting a cigarette. It was the most 1980s hungry photo I've ever seen. He wasn't looking at the camera. He wasn't looking at the kids. He's like, what is my life? And I have no idea who that is. That's the worst part. I sent the photo to my mother. I'm like, is this my dad? No, I don't know who that man is. Just a random man smoking a cigarette next to three babies going, welcome to the world. I got all these documents from my grandfather, which was cool. I'm named after my grandfather. His last name was Herring, so it was Zoltan Herring. I don't know if you guys knew him. No. All right. I looked through. He was just a regular guy, you know. He's a bus driver or a carriage driver. We had all these like documents that are 100 years old. Some of them during communist times. We didn't know that. We just put it into ChatGPT because we had to translate. I didn't know what the hell it said, so my wife's like, put it into ChatGPT. And we were talking about it in the green room in the comic that was on before me. He was like, oh, good, you put your family history into ChatGPT. So they know all three generations. They know where I'm coming from, so that's good. But yeah, this whole trip has been fun, man. We were in Berlin 2 days ago. Before that, Paris, and I'm happy to be here. Like Paris, I've very much enjoyed. Very beautiful. I just don't. They have too much style over there, which I don't appreciate. Like I didn't think I dressed bad until I walked through Paris, and I was like, oh, I'm dressed like a homeless person. Like these people are dressed so good. They have just short, good faces, and I don't know. They want you to speak their language. My wife told me that. She's like, don't just go in there speaking English. That's rude. You have to go in there and say bonjour, and then say parlez-vous English, and then once they hear how bad you did that, they're going to speak to you in English. And I go, that feels more rude than just speaking in English, right? Like imagine if someone came to this country and just butchered Hungarian, and you'd be like, just don't do that again. I know that because I was in the cab ride. The cab driver knew we were American, and I just kept saying, Köszönöm, and every time he would just, he just kind of giggled at me. And I'm like, I'm from here. He goes, yeah, whatever. And I was like, I was born here in 1987. I moved in 1991. And he's like, I do not care. I don't know what I expected. I think when I just want to tell everyone I'm from here, you know? I just like the waiter. I don't know. I've never been an expressive. I've always been shy and kind of in here. But the waiter was like, oh, you have a Hungarian name? I was like, I was born here. And we moved in 1991. This is my first time back in 32 years. And he's like, orange juice? Would you like some? And I was like, oh, that's right. This doesn't matter to anyone except for me. Thank you. That was just for you, sir. I have noticed that about Hungarian audiences. This is my second Hungarian audience. And every once in a while, there's a joke that everyone's like, that was fine. And one person's like, that talked to my soul. That touched me right here in my heart. I'm excited to go look around tomorrow. We're gonna go try to find the apartment I used to live in. I forget what the district it was, but it's like 18-20 minutes from here. And my mom sent me the address, and I guess our next door neighbors still live there after 30 plus years. And she gave me their phone number. She's like, give them a call. I don't think they speak English, but good luck. So tomorrow I might be showing up to a random elderly couple's apartment going, hey, do you remember me? And then I'll hold up the photo with the guy smoking a cigarette. And I go, that was me. Was that you right here? Why were you smoking a cigarette into our face? It has been fun. My wife's been having a good time because she gets to watch you guys. And then she looks at me and she goes, now I know why you do that. Like we had chicken paprikash 2 days in a row, and they give you bread, and I sop up. I take the bread. It just came back to me. I haven't done that in years, and my muscle memory from being a baby, I was like, I think I have to take the bread and clean the plate, other my grandmother's gonna yell at me. I think that's part of it. I think that's part of it. You gotta sop it up, otherwise your grandma with a cigarette behind her ears gonna whip you. How dare you not eat all your food? Look at me now, 38 years old, high cholesterol. That's what I thought I was healthy, and the doctor's like, oh no, your blood is fat. I think that's what high cholesterol is. I don't know if that's really what it is. If there's any recommendations, please tell me. You know, I want to go see some good old I saw some dancing where they just a lot of slapping. I want to go see some, if anyone recommends some of that. I saw some tourist videos. I saw another tourist video where a guy was playing chess with other naked men at a pool. I'd like to do that. I'd like to be naked with some strangers going. That looks so interesting to me. I've never been deep in thought with a stranger and my wiener out at the same time. He's not even thinking about the game. You're thinking... That's ridiculous. Yeah, you guys do like nudity out here. I remember that. I remember because when we moved when I was 4, I Americanized very quickly. Like when you're young, you pick up cultures very quickly. So as soon as I moved to America, I was no longer okay with nudity. You know, and then we came back to visit like a year later. I was gone for 1 year. I came back a year later, and me and my uncle and my cousins went to a public swimming pool, and I was like, let's change into our swim shorts. And they're like, what? No, we're gonna change into our shorts at the pool. And I go, what are you, insane? And we went over there, and that was the day I saw my uncle's wiener. And it's so weird to remember exactly when you lost your innocence. Because there's something about it. Like, a woman's body is beautiful. A man's is like, oh my God, you shouldn't be allowed to vote. That's what you're walking around with? That is awful. None of it makes sense. There's parts that look like they haven't met each other. Everything's just dangling off. Part of it looks melted. Oh my God. I haven't talked to my uncle since, quite honestly. He lives here. I could go say hi to him, and I'm like, I can't. I'll visit when I can't do it. All I can think of is his wiener. 30-something years, still remember that. Honestly, not that impressive. More horrifying than anything. Man, I hope he's not here. I should have double-checked that. Like, I love all my family members, but we're not super close. Did you just yawn? I'm doing my best up here. Sorry, I just saw you yawn. I apologize. I'm sorry. I don't mean to call you out. I'm sure you had a long day. I'm just a very insecure performer, and I'm up here like, right, my uncle's wiener, and this guy's like, Oh, another uncle's wiener. I'm so tired of these foreign comedians coming in. I'm so tired of hearing about everyone's uncle's wiener. We get it. They don't look right. I don't know why I'm becoming Trump. We get it. They don't look right. Yeah. People in my country they keep asking me to stop making fun of Trump, and it's hard because he's there. And he keeps showing up, and he doesn't listen to anybody. My favorite is when he goes off the cuff. You know when he gives a speech and he's like this? That's when he's reading. But my favorite is when he turns to the side and just goes, I don't know. Maybe we'll take over Japan or something. You're like, do you know you're talking out loud? Sometimes those are thoughts you keep on the inside while you're naked at a public pool. I don't know. But yeah, I want to go do that. I want to go to a public swimming hole. I don't know. So if anyone's got any ideas, throw them out at me. I'll do. I want to see some slap dancing. I want to meet weird family members, you know. Because no one I met 2 cousins in London that live out there, and then I found out one of them was not my cousin. I sent a photo to my mother, and she goes, that is not your cousin. And I go, man, I hugged her a lot. Who is that? I exchanged numbers with her. She goes, I'm not sure, but she seems to know you. All you have to do is lie to me and just come up to me and go, I'm your cousin. And I'll be like, hey, come on in. Who are you? Miklos, Lajos? Which one are you? Just throw out a name with a couple dots over an O, and I'll believe you. I don't know if you've noticed my comedy, but I like it to come right back down where it started. Like, if I get you laughing on one thing, I'm gonna keep talking about it till you stop laughing, and then I can move on. Most comedians try to end each joke on the high, and I'm like, no, we gotta make sure that we've beaten this dead horse. That's my happiness. That is one thing I've enjoyed about coming to Hungary, because I've been all over Europe, and I finally found a water bottle that the cap comes off. Do you know how hard this is? Would they import this from the United States? Like, where did this go? All throughout Europe, it's been right there, and it's been pissing me off. Just every time I go drink, this little... You know what it feels like? You ever been on the toilet and the lid comes on your back? Get off me. That's what this feels like. It's been upsetting me. Sorry. I sound like an uppity American. I apologize. Can you believe these bottle caps? You guys are fun.
We are here. Thank you very much. That is some excitement. Man, I am so glad that guy made that kick. He had no idea how much was on the line. Like, he thought it was just to the next round of the playoffs. I'm like, dude, you could have ruined a comedy show. It was so fun. Me and the comics, we were watching in the green room back there, and they were playing the game out here, and we were watching it on a delay, so we could tell. There was like a 5 Mississippi delay, so like every time you guys are like, we're like, oh, this is gonna be good. So congratulations, I'm really happy for you. I love being, happy for you, go all the way, all that stuff. My team's out, so I'm good. I actually I'm happy for you, but I also know you guys have at least, best case scenario, 3 more games of stress, right? 3 more games of stress. It's also kind of nice knowing my stress is done, because now I just get to enjoy all the games. I'm like, I don't care who wins. This is great. There is like a freeness to just having your team kind of suck and be gone. And you just get to sit there, this guy next to you at the bar, just crying into his beer, and you're just there like, that was a hell of a game, wasn't it? Wow, back and forth, my God. Whew, I'm gonna get to bed. Have fun. No, I love sports. I love it. It's very nice when you have something on the line, you're rooting for your team, but it's very nice when you don't too, and you're just like, this is fun. It's fun to be around. I don't know too much about your team. I know your coach, because he used to coach in New Orleans, and I don't know. I'm sure he's a great coach. Obviously, he's winning. I just don't something about him I don't trust. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? He just has a look like he would hit on his son's girlfriend. Right? A little. I think it's the visor. There's something about a visor where you're like, yeah, man, he can't make a choice. Hat or no hat, but see my hair. Hat, but see my hair. I don't know. There's something about him, but I don't know. Very much love coming to Denver. I'm very excited to be at this club. This is my first weekend at this club, and all the hype is well deserved. It's a hot room. This is how every comedy club should be designed. It should be downstairs. It should be cold, and it should only be warmed by your laughter. That's how it should be. Everyone should be crammed in. No one should have tables. Everyone should have to eat out of their laps. That's how it should be done. It's uncomfortable for you, but it's great for me. It makes all the energy come towards me, and it's about you, but if you knew how much I think of myself, it's more about me. Very high ego. Very, very sensitive performer. I need all I need all of it, but I love it. We're all crammed in here. Some of you are like on stage with me. Like this is part of it. This is what it's like, isn't it? Wow, it must be so magical to be on stage. You guys like? Not really. It's thought the lights would be brighter. Not that bright. There's a clock. He knows how much time he has left. This is all he does? This is all he does? But no, I like your town, man. I've been coming here a lot, and it's everyone's friendly, but not in a creepy way. It's like the right amount. Other places are friendly, and they have a long gaze. They hang out a little too long. You guys keep it moving. Hi, how are you? Good. Have fun, and you just keep it moving. I appreciate that. Everyone's healthy. Everyone's got a good, healthy look to them. You guys aren't cold. My wife and I have been freezing. We got in on a Wednesday. We've been cold. And I know it usually is colder than it is now, but it's cold enough for us to be like, whoa. And there's people out there in shorts, just shorts. The whitest legs I've seen. So many, just man thighs, healthy man thigh, just big, no hair, just the ultimate man. It comes from Denver. You guys are a mix of just muscle, and it's like CrossFit athletes and cowboys, but you also look like you read. It's like that's what Denver is, the literate cowboy. Yeehaw! What are you reading? Hemingway. That's what I'm reading. It's interesting. It's great. Great food. Underrated food. Maybe I'm not in the world of food and culinary and all that stuff, but I've never heard anyone say, man, you gotta go to Denver for the food. Great food out here. I know. My wife and I got in on Wednesday. We went to a sushi place that I keep forgetting the name. Uchi, I believe. Is that one of them? Is that one of them nearby? Okay, we went to that. Probably one of the best sushi places we've ever been to. Not a Japanese soul in the building. We got served sushi by a white skateboarder. That's what he looked like. He looked like a skateboard kid. And he kept giving us, the food was amazing, but he told us how to eat everything, which I didn't appreciate, you know? Because I go to a sushi place in San Diego, and the guy's Japanese. He leaves us alone. He just drops it off and, says enjoy. And this kid's like, all right, you're going to want to, I usually bare hand these and just put it in. And I'm like, I don't think that's right. I don't. Something about the way you look in your outfit. I'm just going to use the sticks, you know? What a move to tell someone, you just use your bare hands on that sushi. It's like, you don't know what I've touched. You have no idea. I opened the door to get in here. You think I'm just going to bare hand sushi? It's already raw fish. That's a gamble on its own. You want me to add my own little zest to it? No, I'm not doing it. So I'm like, I'll use the sticks, you know. But it was an interesting setup because you order through the sushi guy. He makes all the good sushis. But then your drinks, there's a server coming behind you, and that doesn't work. I don't know. I'm already uncomfortable in public, and I don't need people coming at me from different angles. It's uncomfortable because I'm over here eating sushi, and she's like, another round of drinks? That's like my little pet peeve on going out to eat. Come at me from an angle that I'm aware, you know? Don't come up behind, how is everything? It's so embarrassing. It's like they wait for you to take a bite and they're like, how is it? Things are real good. But good times, man. We went to vintage stores. We did a lot. That's what my wife and I like doing. We like finding out where the antique stores, vintage stores are, and we go walk around and look at that. I go look for old action figures. That's how I got into antique stores, is like, toys from my childhood are now in there. And so my wife wants to look at, mid-modern century furniture, whatever the hell she's into. And I'm like, do they have some WWF Hasbro figures from the early 90s? That's what I look around for. I'm just, And I like looking at old stuff. Those places are weird. They all kind of all have the same things. And they all also have old Playboy magazines. Which is, like, who has that kind of confidence to walk into an antique store at 2 in the afternoon and they're all run by just elderly people and just thumb through a Playboy? Hey, I just had lunch. Let me look at some old smut from 40 years ago. I'd love to have that much confidence. I don't even have the confidence to beeline to the action figures that I want. I don't even have, I circle it. I come by, I'm like, there they are. But I don't want to just walk into the store and go and run right to them, because then no one's going to respect me there, you know? I gotta like, oh, are these some old Coca-Cola glasses? What are those? Oh, yeah. And then you kind of eyeball it. I think I'll take this. I have to be all sheepish. Yeah, I think I'll take this. Really? You have no idea who that is? No, I know everything about that person, and I want to add them to my shelf of collection. But yeah, we've had a great time here. It's been I hope you guys have had a happy New Year and good holidays. I've had a good. I don't know if you turn on the phone or the TV. It's pretty weird out there. But I mean, like, my life's good, so that's weird. You ever have that where you can't even celebrate your own life because you turn on the TV and you're like, oh, we should keep that down. Yeah. Can't just go out and go, woo, yeah. And then you're like, oh. Of course, you know? It's just a big, I don't know. I thought we were, like, as a whole, like, my personal holidays were good, but as a country, I think we were promised a lot for Christmas, and it was just kind of a letdown, you know? Like, right before Christmas, they're like, we're releasing the Epstein files. Like, now that's a gift. You know, everyone's, finally, yeah! And then it got released, but it was all redacted, and you're like, and it just reminded me of Christmas in '99, because, I asked for a Kid Rock CD from my mother, and she bought it, but she bought it from Walmart, and it was all edited. And I'm like, both situations, I'm like, what are they saying? Yeah? Everything's just blocked out. You know? We were promised so much, but we weren't given it, you know? Like Jake Paul got knocked out, but he didn't die. I was watching for a murder. I didn't know I had that much hatred in my heart for someone that I didn't know. And then he got knocked down, and the ref's like, no more. I'm like, his eyes are still open. Let him hit him some more. His eyes are still open. Let him fight his brother next. Let him fight his brother. Why do I hate that family? Those people did nothing to me. But God, I hate them. Yeah, I don't know. I did thumb through like I did my own research around it. They released a bunch of the Epstein files. There's a lot of photos. I looked at the photos from the Epstein files. Boy, they sure took a lot of pictures on that illegal sex island, right? You think they'd take it easy on the photographs on the illegal sex island? Like, do you guys not know how to do crime? Like, take it. Doesn't that seem weird? An illegal sex island. Someone's just walking around, just. It's like, maybe easy on the. There wasn't one person there like, hey, I looked at those photos, I'm like, I think I might be better at crime. Like, I used to, when I was in my 20s, weed was illegal, and I used to buy marijuana from a drug dealer. I used to go to a drug dealer's apartment, and when I would get on the street he lived on, I would turn my phone off in case anyone was tracking me. That's the paranoia I had. Meanwhile, this Epstein Island, like, Bill Clinton's taking a photo with the pilots, like... And I'm like, easy, dude, what are you... You should be better at this. Like, everyone should be better at this, but I don't know. You know, they used to say marijuana is like a gateway drug to harder drugs. I think golf is a gateway sport to ending up on an illegal sex island. Just like marijuana, not everyone ends up, not everyone that plays golf ended up, but those guys all met on a golf course, all right? That's a conversation that started on the back nine, and then Jeff's like, I got an island, and I'm like, we can... It's so weird. It feels weird to make fun of dark stuff. It does. Like, every time I say these jokes, I feel like, ha ha ha, and then I feel like just a sense of, oh yeah. We're trying. I don't know. That's fun. I don't know, you just have to find some kind of fun in it. Like, I watched the other day when Trump went and gave a speech at the Ford plant where they make the F-150. And afterwards, one of the workers was like, pedophile protector. And then he got, and he flipped the guy off, as any president would do in that situation. Gave him the finger and then pointed, you. Just in case that some other guy's like, me? No. Yeah. And then he stormed off. And he left, and I'm like, oh man, I'm glad general labor jobs haven't changed. Because that's where I used to work. Before I got to do comedy full time, I worked at like warehouses, I unloaded trucks, I worked at like CNC machine shops. Like, I wasn't qualified to touch any of the stuff, but I was like the guy that would unload the truck and help the guy that knew how to work the machine. I was one of those guys. So I worked around those guys for years, and I know, like, you can't, if you have anything you're sensitive about, those guys are gonna find out, and they're gonna yell it, all right? They're gonna yell it at you. Whatever you're sensitive about, they're gonna find out, and they're gonna yell. Ah! Dude, I remember there was a guy, a coworker of mine, I think we were disputing his age. He told us his age, and we either thought he was older or younger, and to prove us wrong, he pulled out his driver's license to show us his birthday, and one of the other guys was like, whoa, your middle name's Cornelius? Every day after that, he was heckled mercilessly. So when I watched that clip and the guy gave Trump's wave and the guy's like, pedophile protector, I was like, oh yeah, Cornelius. You can't walk into those places if you're sensitive about anything, because they're going to find out. Yeah. I had a good holiday, though. It was nice to take time off. I got to learn a lot about myself. Sorry, I have to drink a lot of water because of the altitude. It sucks. This is the only way. I hate what I'm becoming. I drink so much water, and I don't want to drink as much water as I drink because I can't stop peeing. I can't. Isn't that weird? It's like I've always heard people older going, I can't stop peeing. I'm like, that must be awful. And I'm like, it is. Dude, I go out to have a drink. If I have a beer, I'm good. 2 beers, you won't see me a lot. After that, I'll be catching the tail end of a lot of conversations. I'll be like, so what were you saying? Oh, from before. All right. Yeah, my body's really taking 2 different directions. I can't stop peeing, and about number 2s, I don't know, Tuesdays? Every other Tuesday, maybe sometimes. What happened there? How come this is on overdrive and the other end's like, we quit? Dude, I used to smell coffee brewing, and I'd be like, I gotta get out of here. Now I'm like 3 coffees in going, do I gotta pick up cigarettes or something? Like, I think I need 3 cigarettes and 2 coffees to get anything cooking down there. Anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to tell you guys all that. But yeah, I had a good holiday. I learned a lot about myself. I learned a lot about my wife too. Like, she's so, I don't know, she's so open with her feelings. Like like in public, you know? Like she'll show her feelings in public. Like if she's sad, she'll be sad
in public, and that's just not how I was raised. Like, you know, I was taught to cry in bed. Like, no. That's what we put sheets. So you don't stain the mattress. That's you sob. And it helps. That way you get it all out. You don't have to pee in the middle of the night because you're dehydrated from it. But she shows her feelings immediately. This is a sad story I'm about to tell you, but we were on a neighborhood walk in our neighborhood, and we saw a squirrel die. It sucked. We saw a squirrel get run over by a car, but it wasn't like a complete, it didn't get him completely. It got him like half, right? It was the worst situation. And my wife and I, we both saw it, and we went, damn it, no. And my wife's like, we got it. And because I was going to keep moving. I was like, all right. And she's like, you're just going to leave? And I'm like, what are we going to... Like, even if her and I were the two best veterinarians on the planet and we had unlimited GoFundMe money, there was nothing to be done. It was a bad situation. And she's like, we can't just leave them. We got to do something. Call animal control. And I was like, by the time they even get here, it's going to be too late. And she's like, well, what do we do? What are we supposed to do? I'm like, I don't know. I think we're supposed to put him out of his misery or something. I've heard that. And she's like, well, how do you do that? And I'm like, I don't know. I think I'm supposed to, stomp him. Don't judge me. I wasn't, it's not like I had time to study for this. I had a cold brew in my hands, all right? I was just walking through life and this happened. And I'm like, yeah, I think I'm supposed to stomp it or something. And she's like, well, do it. Put him out of his misery. And he's in pain. And I'm like, I can't. I'm wearing thin shoes. I can't. I'm going to feel everything. I can't do it. So then she's like, there's nothing we can do. And I go, I don't think there's anything we can do. And she just dropped to her knees and just started crying. And we watched the squirrel die. And I was behind her, 2 steps, just kind of going... All right. I felt the same thing she felt. I just can't get there in public. My social anxiety overrides my heartache. Because, she's crying, but I'm just watching cars drive by going, I wonder what they think this situation is. Because they can't see the squirrel. All they see is a woman on her knees sobbing into the curb and a guy 2 steps behind her going, And I was like, oh, that's so awesome that you can tap into that and just feel your feelings in the moment. I don't have the ability to do that. And I'd like to, I'd like to. I'm just not great at it. And it's just, we learn different things about each other. I got to learn about her childhood. You just hang out with your significant other and and you find out little traumas of their childhood through things they do to you. And then you're like, what was that? And they just look at you like, what? I'm doing normal things. We were in bed. We were watching a movie or something, and we were eating popcorn. And it was a little left, and she poured it in her hand. She's like, you want the rest of this? And I was like, okay. And so I just went in. And I don't know. I didn't want to just transfer hands, so she held it out. So I just... Like a little goat at a petting zoo. And my tongue barely touched her palm, and she just went... Just mushed it into my face. I'm like, what was that? And she's like, that's how my mom used to feed us when we were kids. And I was like, good Lord. She's like, I know. I gotta hold my nose up. Let the bleeding just pie-faced it in there. And I was like, good Lord, that was unnecessary, I learned so much. My wife, she's strictly showers. She doesn't do baths. And I found that out because I'm like, hey, you want to take a bath together? And she goes, why? What are we going to do in there?
And I was like, what do you mean, what are we gonna do? It's gonna be nice. We can both get in there, there's bubbles, we can put our feet up, we can massage each other's feet, you know? And then she's like, that doesn't sound fun on my end. And then I thought of my foot, and I'm like, yeah, that doesn't sound fun on your end. Just my hoof just hanging over here. She's probably gonna cut her hand on my toes. But I was like, it would be fun. We could set up the iPad, we can have wine, we can watch stuff, we'll end up being in a bath. She's like, I'm not doing that. And then I'm like, all right, well, let's do the shower. And she goes, okay. So then we're in the shower, and she's like, oh, let me scrub your back. And it was like, I was expecting like a, you know, like a sensual, you know, maybe a little whisper in the ear. You know, just a little something. I got the most aggressive scrub down. She was scrubbing me like a cow that she was getting ready for the state fair, just rubbing me down. It was so rough. Like she took a loofah to my back. And I'm like, that's a mole. You're rubbing off a mole. I'm bleeding in the shower. And I was like, why would you do that? And she's like, that's how my mom used to bathe us. And I was like, that's why you don't like baths. Because you remember being a kid, just apparently just coming sawing down on her. It's so rough, man. I felt for her, you know? I felt for her. But yeah, she wants me to, you know, we were talking about that because like little differences in childhood. Like she's comfortable in silence. That's something that our relationship has taught me to be comfortable in. Like I grew up, you always need the TV on. I need the TV on, I need the radio on, a podcast, something. I need some other noise other than nothing. Because if there's nothing, these voices start getting loud. I gotta drown out these voices with a little, like, sports talk banter. Like, that helps. Who's gonna be the quarterback next season? Like, that's exactly what I need to keep these voices down. And she's like, why are you that way? And I'm like, that's how I was raised. We just always had noise, you know? And that's what I'm used to. But, you know, she's always, like, trying to help me. She's like, she recently talked to me. She's like, you need to emotionally regulate. That's a big one. You don't have good emotional regulation. Because I don't blow up in public, but I like, yell silently. Like, when things go wrong, you know, just something. Like, when we landed on Wednesday, I was going through the airport, and I had my backpack on my rolly bag, so I'm doing the thing where it rests on top, and it tripped, it, like, kept bumping into my heels. So the first time, and then the bag fell over, so I had to get it. And it happened 2 more times, and finally the third one, I'm like, you know? And Emma's like, what are you doing? That lady just saw you. And she's like, you need to emotionally regulate, all right? When you feel anger coming, I want you to just roll your shoulders back and do this with your fingers. I saw a video online. You're just supposed to do this. And I was like, that's what I'm supposed to do? Instead of just, you know, like, you got to cry over the squirrel. Why can't I silently cuss at my back? But she's like, no, you roll your fingers and you twinkle your toes. And I'm like, all right, I'll do that next time. Next time the bag falls over, I'm just going to stop in the whole airport. And I'll never be allowed to fly again. Do you realize someone's going to report that? Someone's going to see that? And that would be on a list where I'm no longer allowed to fly. It's gonna be bad. But yeah, I don't know. We had a good holiday though. I like hanging out with my mom because she's getting darker. Like, emotionally, she's letting some stuff fly, you know? And I'm like, whoo, like Thanksgiving. I mean, she's telling me stories I've never heard before. Thanksgiving. My mom and I used to work together in a retirement home. So she used to work there, and then that was my first job in high school, so we used to work together. And my wife was asking us questions about it. She was like, oh, how was that? Was that nice to work together? I'm like, yeah, it was good. She's like, was it cool working with the elderly people? I was like, yeah, you get to know them, and then you get to know what they like. So you have regulars. It's a bunch of regulars. I'm serving them dinner. It's cool. And she asked, like, did you? I'm sure you lost a bunch of them. I was like, yeah. I mean, that is what happens there. So that's a bummer. And then my wife goes, have you ever seen anyone die in front of you? And I was like, I think she was still on the squirrel thing, And I was like, no, I didn't. I've never seen anyone die in front of me. My mom's like, I have. And I go, what? I didn't know that. And she goes, oh yes, I see. And she told the story about she used to do the continental breakfast, and there was this one resident who had been there for years, and they knew each other very well, but she had the same breakfast every day. She had an English muffin, jam, and black coffee. Just a very plain breakfast. That's what she had every day. And this one day, she was like, I don't know what it is, but this is the best English muffin, the best jam, and the best coffee I've ever had. My mom's like, oh, good. I'm glad you like it. And she's like, no. Did you guys change the English muffins? Did you change? Is this a new brand of jam? Is this different coffee? And my mom's like, nope, same stuff we have all the time. She goes, it's the best I've ever had. My mom's like, okay. And then she sat down, had a major stroke, and died right there. And my wife and I were like, oh my God. And my mom's like, yes, so if you eat something, never enjoy too much. That's how we started Thanksgiving dinner, all right? That was our prayer. And I was like, you're getting dark, Mom. You're getting dark. And I'm here for it, I guess. It's a good story, but yeah. Like, we really bonded during the pandemic, and that was a time when people are like, uh-oh, what does that mean? That's an Amber Alert. Oh, I mean, all right, posse, round up. We're gonna go find her. Everyone grab a weapon. We're storming the streets. We're gonna go up to every silver Nissan Sentra, and we're gonna bash the window in. Why is it coming through the speakers? Is that how the Amber Alerts work here? Would they have ended the football game if that ended? Will Lutz is getting ready for the kick. Oh, we gotta find her. Everyone storms out of there. My God. Oh yeah, it is yeah, it's an emergency alert. All right. It says we're safe here. It says shelter in place. Well, we are in place. Leave us alone. Yeah. It's perfect. We're in a bomb shelter. Look at it. Wouldn't that be crazy if we went out there and... and we got to start over? Like, this is the group. We need a leader. And you're like, well... My God. All right. Enjoy it out here. Love it. Like it. It seems safe, you know? It doesn't seem like there's that much crime. Except for last night, we tried to get some White Castle downtown. And... yeah, well, none of you told me. Yeah, we also didn't ask. We were hungry. We had done 2 shows. It was late, and our hotel's down there. And then I was like, oh, baby, have you been to White Castle? She's like, no. I'm like, it's going to be a treat. And boy, was it. It was a treat. We pulled in, oh my goodness, what a circus of humanity was going on out there. Wow. Ripley's Believe It, it's not happening right now. It was crazy. As soon as we pulled in, a dude was pulling out. He had just gotten his food. He gets out of his car and just pees. He was clearly intoxicated. He had just gotten his food, and he just put the hazards on in the drive-thru lane, because you don't want anyone to ram into you, you know? Put his hazards on, just came out. My fiance saw that and goes, he's peeing! He's peeing! And I'm like, yeah, he is. And then he wanted to get back into the car and leave, but he couldn't because there's a dude in a wheelchair missing a leg just blocking his exit. And then so now the peeing guy's honking at the dude in the wheelchair without a leg. And then Emma goes, can we get out of here? And I'm like, we can't. He's blocking us too. I've never seen a dude in a wheelchair block two cars going two different directions, but he did it good. White Castle. Downtown Louisville. Go somewhere else, you know. Should have hit the suburbs a little bit. Went to a Waffle House.
It's a good week. I watched the Dahmer series. You guys watch the Dahmer series on Netflix? Yeah. Wasn't that amazing? That was so good. It was such a good show. I know you're not allowed to, like, you can't be too excited about the show. You gotta keep, like, a temperate. It was a good program. It's not like we were there with popcorn going, yeah! Kept it fine, and we went, okay. It's a good show, man. I don't know if you're allowed to say this, but the soundtrack was amazing. I don't know if anyone said that about the Dahmer series, but it was all like 80s dance music. I was like, yeah! Man, if this was like 97, I'd go to Tower Records and buy this CD to the Dahmer series. Having house parties? Put on the Dahmer. That's, get this party jumping, and the main actor did an amazing job. He was so good. Evan Peters, I think is his name. I'd never seen him before, and he did such a good job as Jeffrey Dahmer. He gave him a little bit of a Napoleon Dynamite flavor. Did you feel that too? It was like Jeffrey Dahmer if Jeffrey Dahmer was also Napoleon Dynamite. Like, he was a crazed killer, but also when people would call him out, like, Jeffrey, you need to get a damn job. It's like, all right, Dad, jeez. Just like a little bit of Napoleon Dynamite in there. But he did an amazing job. I'm not knocking the actor. He killed that. I mean, he did a great job. That wasn't even... that was an accident that ended up working out. And some of you guys caught that. You're like, we're not laughing at that stupid pun. I don't know. I was thinking about the audition process for the Dahmer series. Like, you ever think about like the other actors that were almost Dahmer, but they didn't get the job? You know, is there ever like a role that you're like kind of okay not getting? You know, like after your third callback audition, and then they just don't pick you, and you're like, you know, I'm actually happy they don't think I'm right for that role. Doesn't that make you feel good in your heart? You're like, that's good. You know, what a positive thing. And then the actor they did pick, they had to let him know nicely. You couldn't just say, magnificent, you know? You were born for this role. You had to let him know easy. He did a great job. In the first episode, he's like dancing on the dance floor. I don't know if you guys watch him in the opening scene. He's at a gay bar and he's just dancing to like late 80s music. And I don't know if you realize how hard of a job that is for an actor. He had to decide how to dance like a serial killer. There's no video to reference of how Jeffrey Dahmer danced. He just had to decide. He's like, how does a serial killer... Do you understand they don't teach that at Juilliard? Like, there's no spring semester NYU course on serial killer dancing, late 80s. You just had to figure that out. I was impressed by it. I feel like a lot of you were like, yeah, whatever. It's pretty impressive. I like the serial killer stuff. Do you have a favorite serial killer, sir? Yeah, you do? Who's your favorite? Oh, you don't know? I got a favorite. You have a favorite? Ted Bundy? Hell yeah. Hell yeah, man. He made the unibrow sexy. Everyone thought Ted Bundy was attractive. I looked at his photos and it was just a full mustache. Not even a just full. I'm like, man, 70s, the bar was low to be attractive. You could just come in like a caveman and women were like, hell yeah. Yeah, bring that on in. I like John Wayne Gacy. John Wayne Gacy He killed like 33 people over 2 decades while also running a successful construction company. And you're like, wow, what a loser I am, you know? He got so much done. Like, he got so much done. He's a business owner. He runs a business and then at night, and then gets away with it. Like, wow. Wow, impressive. He was able to lure young men over to his house because he had a pool table and some marijuana. That's all it took in the 70s. That's how boring the 70s was. You could go up to a 19-year-old kid and be like, you want to come over? I got a pool table and some weed. And they'd be like, say no more. That wouldn't work today, right? Like if John Wayne Gacy was around today, went up to some 19-year-old kid and like, hey, you want to come over? I have a pool table and some marijuana. They could be like, I have a smartphone. And I'm microdosing on shrooms as we speak. Like, I don't think you have anything for me, old man. Can't impress me. It's a bummer, though. I like the Dahmer series. I like all the serial killer documentaries. They're fascinating because they're different from us. They wouldn't do what us normal people would do. And you're like, I want to know why. But it's scary because, like, I'm bummed we're running out of serial killers. They've already done all the documentaries. They've already done them all. Serial killing, that's an old-timey thing. That's old-timey. That's 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s. We don't have serial killers anymore. Now we have mass shooters. And those guys are lame. That's going to be a lame-ass documentary. Because mass shooters, mass shooters are a great depiction of today's society. Everyone wants to be famous, but no one wants to put in the work. You know? The serial killers put in the work. John Wayne Gacy got a pool table. He had marijuana. He learned magic. It's a dark joke, and the people that are laughing, you were right. And the people that aren't laughing, you're also right. Okay?